everybody, it's Annette, and today's video is about my experience running a 5K and why I was even running a 5K in the first place. So basically, the gist of it is I started volunteering because I was recommended to maybe find something to do because as you know, if you've been watching my videos, I had some health issues and I had to start taking medication for anxiety. So I was then recommended by my primary care doctor to go to therapy. So I went to therapy. After I didn't immediately go to therapy, I did what most people do. I waited until something happened and I was like, oh, I can't cope. And then I was like, oh, I know I can't cope because I have anxiety. So I just waited until something happened in my life. And I was like, oh, I actually can't deal with this on my own. So I went to therapy then. So that was in the summer of this year. So I started volunteering at a school, and I became the head coach of like a girls empowerment / running group. It isn't like a nationwide program, but I'm not necessarily here to talk about that. I'm just talking about the fact that that's what I've been doing for the last 3-ish months, I guess. And I haven't really had time to do anything else because I do work full time, and elementary school has the craziest hours. I had no idea because I also went to elementary school. And I remember going to school at 8:39, maybe 9. And my grandma would pick me up around 3 o'clock and we would go home. That was it. That is not what happens anymore. These kids, I think they get to school at 7 and school gets out at 2. I had no idea. So when I signed up to do this, I didn't know school got out so early. So I thought, oh, okay, I have time to volunteer because I'm thinking like, I get out of work at 4, like I'll just volunteer at 4. No, school gets out at 2. So I needed to be there at 2:20. So I had to leave my house at 1:40. And I didn't get back here till 4:30. I had no idea school got out so early. So that's just word to the wise. If you want to volunteer somewhere, please do your research because I had no idea school got out so early. And I don't know what to do because if I want to have my own children, I have to take them to school at 7. What time do we have to wake up? Like, I just always I feel so bad for these kids because they're always doing so many activities. And it's like, what time did you get up? One of the little girls was like, I go to bed at 6:30. And I was just like, what? You go to bed at 6:30? So I've been in like this whole other like kid world where like nothing runs on the same time I run on because I just get up whenever I feel like getting up. So part of this program was that the girls are gonna run a 5K. Doesn't matter if you run it, walk it, skip it, dance it, whatever. You just have to do it. So I think I only had maybe like 8 girls show up for the 5K. Some people said they were going on vacation. Some people had like other commitments and stuff. I understand. Some people just straight quit because it was a lot of transition going on. I did end the season with 2 spectacular coaches that helped me. They were not the original coaches that I started out with. The original coaches I had completely bailed on me, and it took a lot of people to tell me like it wasn't me, it was them, because like I said, I have anxiety, and I would say I don't have the best social skills that I'm working on. But I was like, oh my God, these ladies must have hated me. They just quit and left me. They left me and all these kids. And the kids remember their names, and I swear, I'm telling you, if them kids see those ladies in the street, they're gonna question them. Because they legitimately abandoned us. And it's a volunteer job. They can do whatever, but they really did leave them kids. I'm not gonna lie. But at the end of the season, we had great coaches, and we got along with all the kids, and we had a good season. So as far as the 5K, I've never run a 5K before. So I was a little nervous. So in the last month or so, I've done a couple practice ones because I was like, how long is this gonna take me? Because I was very worried about how long it was gonna take me. because I don't like being slow. So like academically, I'm very advanced, very much an A student, very much a high achiever. Athletically, I would say I'm more athletic than most people, but as far as running, I don't got it. So I ran track a lot actually. I think in middle school and high school. And I eventually settled on doing like the shot put and doing like the 4x8 relay. I think those are the things I did the most. I eventually found out I was really strong, so I was able to do the shot put, and I was really good at that. And I played basketball and played volleyball and stuff. I'm good at those. But running, it's not really my strong suit. I'm much a faster runner. Like I loved running the 200 because I just love running through the curve. And you hit the straightaway. I love that. But like long distance runs, I'm not good at long distance running. I don't know why. I like hiking. I will hike for 6 miles. It's fine. It's no big deal. I just don't like running. So I was trying to like practice like doing a 5K, and I was like gonna like run half, walk half. And I think I'll put it up on the screen. I'll put up like the times I was getting. They were not great. It was not good. So I was like, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I just didn't want to look like silly. So at the coaches and I had talked about like we were like, yeah, I don't think we're gonna run because I'm not gonna run. So I don't know how many people were at this 5K. I have footage and stuff. I'll like put it here. It was a lot of people, and they called our school to go up like first in like the first wave. So we're like, when they say it's time to run, like we just start running. So we're like jogging. And I'm like looking at my watch because I started my watch. Looking at my watch, and I'm like, I ran a quarter mile. Oh my God. And then I look at it again, and I've run a mile. And I'm like, oh, this is how you run. You run with people. One of the other coaches does like a lot more races than the rest of us. One of the girls says she used to run like cross country in school, but it wasn't a good time. And I also used to run, but it wasn't like the best. Like I wasn't good at running. But she was talking about how sometimes she does like 50-mile relays with her friends. They all do like half marathons, blah, 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 blah. So she was like pacing us, like she had us moving. I was looking at my watch, I'm going 14-minute mile. So I will put my time here. I've never done this good. Yes, it was hard. It was so hard at the end, and it was like completely flat and just grass. And we were all just like trying so hard to run the last, like, I don't know, maybe like 0.2 or so. It was so hard because it was just so tiring. And we did like 2 loops at this park. None of us ever been to this park. This park was out in the middle of nowhere, by the way. Middle of nowhere, North Carolina. Not that all of North Carolina is not the middle of nowhere, because the longer I have lived here, the more I realize there is nothing in this state but trees. Nothing but trees. So there's like a little lake, there's pretty trees, it's nice fall weather. And I'm like, I was joking. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna run a PR. I ran a PR. We like half ran, half walked like I had said we were gonna do. I just couldn't push myself by myself. Like me and myself on the trail by my house to do it. So basically, what I'm here to say is that I had no idea I could run/walk really fast, especially if I had like people motivating me. We were talking and laughing and like I was following and keeping up. And I can run if it's flat. If it's flat, I can run. If it's a hill, I can't run. I can't run up a hill. I'm not that advanced. I I've been taking my fitness seriously for the last 2 to 3 years since I've had this channel. Yeah. But now I feel like renewed, like, oh my God, like, oh my God, I actually did a 5K. It was super cool. And at the end, like, we came in around 45 minutes, which was really good because we did a lot of walking. I would say we came in with just about most of the, like, you know, the middle of the bell curve group, and we waited for like the rest of the girls that we knew to come, and it was so cute watching like the parents just smile at the kids, and the kids all got little medals and they were so thrilled with their medals. I know how some people feel about participation medals, but I disagree about this because they didn't just participate, they really did complete a 5K. And I do think that's a big feat for some kid that's in elementary school. I never did anything like that when I was in elementary school. I never did a 5K either until this weekend. But it's really cool to be in like a race environment. It was very, very busy. People were very weird. There was like one really intense lady who was like yelling. I don't know what she was yelling. I don't know who she was yelling at, but she was yelling. She was yelling, okay? She's very intense. One of the girls in my group, I had like bibs with their names on them. And I was gonna give her the pins so she could pin it to herself. She was like, no, my dad has this thing. So like her dad's like a marathoner and he had some like contraption where like it attaches, I don't know, without pins. I'm like, okay, thank you. Like, go ask your dad. Because I don't know anything about that. So some of them were super prepared. Some of them just like ran walk with me, ran walk with us. Overall, it was like a really good day. It was really fast. The only bad part was that it was literally in the middle of nowhere. And I had a lot of fun, even though I didn't think I would. The other thing was it was freezing cold. It was 50 degrees that day and the wind was blowing at least 20-mile-an-hour gusts. Overall, it was super fun. I would recommend it. I would like to find something else to do. And this is the funny part. When I came back to my car, I had like a piece of paper in my car and it was like register for this 5K for so-and-so middle school in December. And I was like, I don't want to run again in December. But I'm like, maybe I should find something else to do. And I need to find like more friends who want to run with me, because if we can just run and talk, that's fun. But I don't want to, I've been getting so bored just running and listening to, I just listen to Beyonce's Renaissance album when I run/walk. I just listen to that because like it has a really good tempo, so I can keep up with like the pace. But honestly, I was going faster without it. It also helped that there were like tons of people around who were also running. And I think it also helps that there are a lot of small children, because are you really gonna let a bunch of little kids outrun you? Because you're not. So all of this is to say, sometimes like you needed help. Like I needed help. I didn't know what to do. My therapist said, maybe you should volunteer. I was like, okay. I went home, I found something to volunteer. I immediately signed up. I did all this stuff. And I eventually ended up running a 5K. Like I'm doing things I've never thought I would do before, all because I went to the doctor. That's all I have to say. Just go to the doctor and maybe like listen to people and try new stuff. That's all I have to say. I'm becoming a new person in my 30s. That's it. So I'll be back again. I guess I have more time now to make videos, because I truly did not have time to make videos because I've been volunteering. I don't know if I'm gonna volunteer again. I will keep you updated because I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not sure. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Bye.